Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Diego Barbosa-Vásquez, General Director of the Performing Arts Laboratory, an organization that works toward developing sustainable and long-lasting artistic practices. We serve organizations, individuals, and communities. As you know, today we are here to talk about internships that we are offering for all of you. Therefore, if you want to take your camera and scan the QR code, you are going to see all of our internships and all of the details, specifically in fundraising, media content, operations, and social media. To talk a little bit about what these internships are, I want to start with a rhetorical question. What is the purpose of an internship? As you all know, we have an amazing program here at the University of Arts Administration. I say that because I studied here. I was one of you in my doctoral minor in arts administration. And the academic element and the professors' talks and all of the research is really important, but it's really, really, really important for you to get real work experience and see how the real work works. Therefore, I'm going to start giving you some hints on how the performing arts field works. First of all, we're in a huge problem of audiences. This study by the National Endowment for Arts is showing this is pre-pandemic problem. And if you analyze numbers here, it's even worse. We are in huge problems of operating budgets. This analysis that we did with the Metropolitan Opera shows that before pandemic, it's a huge problem. And if you understand that the Metropolitan Opera has taken the role of multiple local companies around the US, it's a huge problem. And what that means? Huge rates of unemployment in our world. Now, I don't try to disencourage you. Don't quit your program right now, because there is a huge opportunity. Our market is worth more than 193 billion. And by 2029, it's going to worth 250 billion. The problem is not resources, the problem is not people. Everyone is connected to art. It's about how we are developing sustainable artistic practices. Therefore, how to develop sustainable artistic practices? Well, we start in 2006, very formally by that time, and I started to collaborate with multiple organizations, some of them in a more close way, developing pilot projects of how the things should work. Others just by talking and analyzing how they are working, how are their communities, talking with the musicians, talking with the arts administration. And during this process, we started to develop programs and ways to do things in the performing arts to make them sustainable. In the process, we have received many awards that says, okay, we are in the correct path. And we understand that the sustainable arts can be done only when we develop programs or projects that fulfill the 4 dimensions of sustainability: artistic, financial, social, and ecological. The problem of the performing arts right now is that, in general, organizations focus either in 1 or 2 massive, sometimes 3, but never in the 4. And that's the problem of the sustainability. Why is happening? Because they don't have the proper governance models to do that. Therefore, we created the MAP and the ABC governance model: the music, artistic, and pedagogic model, and the administrative, business, and community models, telling to them how is the way to do it. Of course, this is a lot of research involved. It has so many papers, so many conferences, so many things that is complex research that in general, organizations, individuals, or communities won't take. It's difficult to read so many papers in an academic program. Imagine an organization that is running so amazing things, trying to read all of that research. Therefore, we created 4 lines in which we are serving our beneficiaries: products, services, courses, and resources. We create products as the History of, that is a symphonic show that we are co-producing with different US orchestras with worldwide premieres in the next 3 years. Opera Camps, a program that allows professional students and communities to produce and perform opera all together. We create services for organizations and individuals, for organization kind of consulting services as management or internet services, marketing campaigns for the arts, or for individuals. Not only the organizations get the good information, also individuals, career marketing coaching, interview preparations. We create some courses also, finances for artists, for performing arts and others that we are preparing. And we have created different resources in which this very complex research, that is economy, governance, political economy, international business, all of that is summarized in a very easy, digestible way and shared as a blog, videos, histories, reels, all of it. Therefore, if anything, what I talk is interesting for you, if you are ready to make a difference in the performing arts.